Bro, run. Run, right now. Walk slowly back. What is going on, everyone? Mystic from Mystical Tomes here, and today we're going to be doing a reaction of Scary Compilation Volume 85 from the well-known YouTuber of Beelzebub. If you guys like my reaction and commentary and my feedback and my personal stories of where I may or may not coincide of some similar situations, I will let you guys know on that. But if you guys do enjoy it, please let me know in the comment section down below and hit the like, subscribe, and bell notification. As a quick disclaimer right here, or somewhere in this video that you'll see all together, the word disclaimer will be on here, but it will say basically that all rights and video privileges and ownership belong to Beelzebub. I have no editing wishes to change the video whatsoever. This is just sheerly for reaction purposes only. So without further ado, if you guys enjoy it, let's get started. And again, this is a video marathon, so let's get started.
In the following video, two security guards are looking at footage captured by a 360-degree security camera. Something very strange happened the night before, and they think the camera outside their building recorded the incident. The two guards scroll through the footage to see if the camera caught it. The guards look at every angle captured by the security camera, but unfortunately, nothing unusual stands out. That is, until they see this.
Was that a ghost dog or something? Oh yeah, there's someone standing there. That's odd. Looks like the woman's getting possessed or something. That's weird. Okay, that's very bizarre. I don't know, dude. I don't know. That looks a little too good. I've never even seen a video that good before on any reaction channel or any kind of scary compilation or anything. And it just seems too perfect where it's a still shot and then all of a sudden there's a smoke animation. I'm not saying it's not real, but I'm just saying, God, you know, it's just too perfect of a coincidence where it's just like they caught that. And I mean, hey, props to them if they caught it right on time. And that's $1 million shot where it's like, dude, we got live footage of this. And that's what's going on. I mean, it's still rolling.
The night guards are stumped. Somehow, the woman standing in the street just disappears. She seemingly vanishes without a trace after lighting up something that goes ablaze. But further adding to the strangeness is what ensues. The smoke, according to viewers, seems to form the image of a skull. It's hard to see at first, but the night guards point this out.
Oh yeah? Yeah, it does.
It's for this reason, among others, that the guards believe something supernatural was caught on camera. Now possibly, the skull could have simply been a case of pareidolia, but as for the woman who disappears, well, that seems a bit strange. This incident took place in Argentina in the city of Chimbas, where many residents have yet to figure out the mystery of this footage.
So pareidolia is the tendency to interpret a vague stimulus as something known to the observer, such as interpreting marks on Mars as canals, seeing shapes in clouds, or hearing hidden messages in reverse music. So if that's something that you guys wanted to know, I'm glad I shared it with you.
In this next video, a group of friends are exploring a large parking lot filled with buses that are no longer in use. Each bus, according to them, is defunct. But the reason they're here isn't just to look at old buses, but instead to see if anything strange happens while being there. Rumor has it the property is haunted. The Soyapango district in El Salvador, where these buses are located, has seen a lot of creepy things on this property. From shadow figures that look like passengers sitting down inside a bus, to a bus that occasionally honks its horn late at night, residents avoid coming here at all costs. But to Henry Portillo and his friends, this was a perfect spot for some excitement. Although fun at first, things got serious. While talking to a neighbor who lives right next to the parking lot, this happens.
The lights are on, that's interesting. If you're gonna see anyone in the windows, that's gonna be even more interesting. Hell of a find if it does.
Miren. Miren. Está encendido, ve. Están encendidos. Se han encendido las luces del bus.
Estará abierta la puerta.
No sé. Está encendida la luz del bus, bichos. Bichos. Miren, bichos. Miremos si no hay nadie adentro.
Just when the group was beginning to have doubts about the place, they see this. The taillight on the bus is somehow turned on. After checking to see if there might be anything to explain this, they find nothing. Although it could be that only certain parts of the bus work, they found it creepy that this happened out of nowhere in a place that is said to be haunted. Not really sure how to explain this and feeling a bit spooked, the group walks away and explores the rest of the town. But when looking back at the buses from far away, they see this.
Ah, no mames, güey. Ay, Dios mío.
I'm trying to see what they're seeing, I'm not seeing it. Oh yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm good. I didn't see that. No, I'm good. I'm okay. That right there. No. No mommy's way. No thank you. No. I'm okay. That's not okay for me to see before I go to sleep. So, you know what? We'll call it a day on this video and call it a day. No, if I saw that, I'd be like, yeah, we're done with the tour. We're good. Another thing I noticed is when you have these paranormal groups, no matter where you're in, they are so damn loud. It's like, instead of you doing that, it's like, okay, do you guys see this? Instead of going, wait, do you guys see this? And it's just so fucking obnoxiously loud. It contaminates the footage. But another thing I do like about it is like they're being very authentic. There's no cuts in between except for part 1 and part 2. They went from the whole entire side of the bus to the front of the bus. It was a full entire take, and that's what I liked about it. So I gotta say this is actually genuinely real. Is it someone that is actually, is it a ghost or an apparition? Very possibly. Look how dark that person is. And they have a light shining on them right there. That guy who caught this, amazing find. It's an amazing find.
No mames. Miren.
Now the bigger thing is that the thing's gonna take off. If the thing takes off towards you, you got a problem.
¿Qué quieres?
Don't do that.
Miren.
It's
A
gonna.
la madre, güey.
Yeah, no, I'd be out of there, dude.
In the distance, the silhouette of a dark figure stands next to a bus. It appears to stand in place without moving an inch. Seeing this was enough to make everyone's blood run cold. This unusual figure had a very uncanny quality. Upon seeing this, the group knew it was time to leave. The video ends with the group heading out, but it's unknown if they went back down to the buses before they left. Given this clip, they most likely stayed away. The group
smart.
certainly thinks that they caught a ghost on camera or something like that. But as with most videos, what was captured remains a mystery.
See, I like that these guys that are young guys, you know, they're probably as old as I am, which I'm like 33, but like 30s or younger, and they have common sense. It's not like, oh yeah, if you're here, make a sign or do something, and they're challenging it, they're mocking it, they're belittling it, they're trying to anger whatever kind of ghosts are there. You know, there could have been people that died in these buses, and they were actually rather respectful. They were going, you know what do you want? Not trying to bother you. And if they actually didn't go back to the buses, that was like, okay, cool, we got all the evidence we need, we're not going back. So if I would have seen that, I would have ran. I would be like, I'm not being part of this. All right, I'm not. That's just not what I'm doing today. But kudos to those guys. I really liked it. That was, I think, very, very real. Could it be faked? Yeah, a lot of videos can be faked. You don't know what could be fake and real nowadays, but I think that's, I think that's a real video. It's very, very good, I think.
Now, in previous videos, I've included clips of kids who either say or see things that aren't there. In some of these cases, parents don't believe anything strange is going on until they see footage or images of the so-called imaginary friend who their child has been seeing. Like those videos, this one is just as unsettling. Susan.
If it's anything like the damn mannequin, and I think the 2 videos ago, that was in volume 83 or 84, no thank you.
Murlock is the mother of a 2-year-old girl who one day told her something very concerning. She told her mom that a person was hiding in her closet. Unsettled by what her daughter had said, she immediately heads over and checks the closet.
My daughter has informed me that there is a person in her closet that keeps smiling at her. Let's go see.
It's always these moms, dude. It's like, oh, you have an imaginary friend, let's go see. No.
Open it. That's a person.
There's a person?
Yeah.
Can you show me where the person is?
Right here. Right here. Right here.
Is it Elsa?
No. No.
No?
I'm sure.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you show me where the person is? Is it a kid person or a grown-up person?
Grown-up person.
It's a grown-up person?
I'm on the Elmo.
You want to wear your Elmo costume?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a grown-up person in your closet?
Yeah.
And it's right there?
Yeah.
Son.
I'm scared.
You're scared?
Yeah. I'm a person.
Okay, well, we'll get rid of the person.
Okay, so the one critique I have about this, videotaping is very important for any type of evidence whatsoever. You can see the kid is clearly in distress, not acting this out. You could clearly see that this kid's like very distressed about it. And I'm not harping on the mom whatsoever. But instead of just videotaping it, I'm like, you're giving my kid nightmares. She's scared of you. We can coexist, or you can leave, or I'll make you leave. Those are the options. We can coincide, or I'll make you leave. It's that easy. And you know what? Most of the time it works, and very little of the time it doesn't work, unless it's like really, really bad. But I couldn't imagine this being me. It's like, oh yeah, Dad, I have a person smiling at me in my closet. The hell you do? That person's getting his ass kicked now. That's exactly what any normal parent would do. And I understand what she's trying to do. She's trying to remain calm and not freak out for her kid. I get that. No, like I said, no harping to the mom whatsoever.
For some reason, Susan's daughter is frightened by something in her closet. She seems to be genuinely scared, as though someone is actually there. But, as we can see, no one is inside. Now, in the closet, there's a box that apparently forms a face if you squint your eyes. Some believe that this is what her daughter had seen. But in a short video responding to comments regarding the box, Susan says this.
There is like a woman-shaped thing on the box, which is very strange. So I take the box out. I took all the clothes out of that in case that was like causing a shadow or something. So I took all the clothes out of the back of that closet. I took the box out. And she still saw the person. Oh, someone's at my door. She still saw the person. She said that they're still there and they're still smiling at her.
So then, if it wasn't the box, then what was it? It's unknown what she saw, but Susan has locked the closet in the hopes that her daughter would stop crying at night. Ever since locking it, she's been sleeping peacefully. Whatever it might have been that her child saw, Susan continues to keep an eye on the closet in case anything strange happens.
The one thing I will say about this, the mom was being an absolute just unit of a mom, okay? She was trying to remain calm, making sure her kid wasn't trying to freak out. You know, she's trying to keep the kid calm and not freak out, because if you freak out, the kid's going to see it, and then the kid's going to really freak out.
There's a place in Ohio known as Helltown, and in this place, many people have reported feeling extremely uneasy when coming here. To some people, this isn't surprising, considering the horrifying events that occurred many years ago. Helltown was founded by a group of Native Americans who tragically lost many of its people in a gruesome battle between settlers and colonial troops. A lot of Indians died here, but those who survived had left Helltown in search of another home. Fast forward to present-day Helltown, and people are deeply afraid of coming here alone. Many believe that the land is cursed, given the chain of bad luck that ensued when the settlers moved in. On a certain night, Chris Hill, who you might recall from previous videos, decides to visit Helltown. What he captures on camera is eerie, to say the least. As Chris walks through a dense forest, he finds an old barn house. It's from here on out when things get weird.
That's enough. Thank you. Good boy, Rooks. That's enough. No one's going to talk about the pair of glowing eyes right there? Oh, never mind. All I saw was the glowing pair of eyes right there. I'm like, no one's going to talk about it?
It's the barn of Hilltown.
Now, nothing too strange happens here, but when Chris decides to explore beyond the barn, things take a very creepy turn. Watch.
This is kind of creepy.
Kind of. This guy's like literally exploring the 8 pages or 10 pages of Slender Man or whatever, just like in live action right now. No thank you.
It's like a little shack back here.
That whole thing screams bad vibes right there, man. It really does.
I'm surprised this barn is still standing despite how old it is. What the hell is that?
Sounds like a bunch of coyotes screaming for some weird reason.
What the fuck?
No.
What the fuck is that?
It goes without saying, but Chris was totally spooked. Somewhere not too far from him, a bunch of howling noises are heard. Understandably, he starts to get anxious. Although it's unclear as to what this was, it seems more than likely that a pack of coyotes were howling collectively.
That's what I was thinking.
Regardless, coyote or not, the sudden cries coming from the pitch darkness had Chris on edge. But as if tonight couldn't get any more creepy, this happens. Not long after hearing the howling noises, he proceeds to explore the rest of Helltown. As he walks with caution, he immediately stops.
I keep hearing something. It sounds like it's following me.
This guy is literally living one of the worst nightmares I could ever imagine. First off, if you've never heard what a large pack of coyotes sound like, I've only had to hear it once. We were doing a field exercise training for basic training one time, and I've never heard coyotes before in my life because I'm from Washington. I've never heard them. I might have heard like maybe one, but a large group of them. They were less than like 20 feet away from us. It's a little bone chilling, but once you know what they are, it's like, okay. But then you're thinking, what's making them, or what's causing them to howl like that? Because it sounds like they're in distress. But being by yourself, oh my god, that's a whole different level of fear I couldn't imagine.
What the fuck is that? What's that?
Bro, run. Run, right now. Walk slowly back. Bro, that's not good. Get the fuck out of there right
Something's
now.
over there.
Don't go towards it.
I can hear it.
God. Why would you go towards it?
What looks to be a pair of glowing eyes appear in the distance. It seems to be gazing at Chris as it hides behind the grass. It's as if it were stalking him. Now Chris immediately knew that this was a living thing after seeing it hide away. He further adds that whatever this was had to be taller than the grass around him. Mind you, that the grass was at least 6 feet tall. Given all that's happened before, Chris figured it was best if he left the place at once.
God, this is creepy. I gotta find my way out of here.
What was supposed to be a fun urban exploration video turned out to be something completely different. Like others who came here before, viewers believe the rumors to be true. Something strange resides in Helltown. Whether it's something paranormal or something else, many agree that it's best to stay away from this place. Who knows what Helltown has become ever since the tragic incidents that happened in the past.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not a. If there's like a large source of tragedy, like what they just said there, like hundreds of Native Americans got brutally murdered, or they went to war with the settlers. Someone that's a historian or anything else, or someone who's an expert in folklore, please let me know if there's any kind of like Bigfoot, Skinwalker, freaking Wendigo kind of stories up in Ohio. If you can let me know that, that'd be fantastic, because I'm not going to speculate. I'm not going to freaking misinform people on this. But if I saw that, and it's over 6 feet tall, I'm about 5'9", 5'11", depending on what it is. If it's over 6 feet tall, just looking at me, and then instantly disappears, why would you go towards it? Everything in your body is going, I'm not going towards that. That's a danger to me. If there's a physical thing over on the other side of this frickin' marsh, why would I go do that? He's a brave dude, I give him that, but at the same time, I would not have done it. Self-preservation. I'm glad he made it out of there, but dude, that is chilling. That's terrifying. I couldn't imagine being stalked in general in the middle of the night, and seeing something like that. You're crazy for doing it, I'm not gonna lie.
While spending the night inside an Airbnb, two friends get something on camera that they can't seem to explain. The person recording this is known as Emma Jean, and the reason why she's filming is because it was just then that her dog Rosie started acting up. Either someone or something was nearby, causing her to bark like crazy. Or at least, that's what Emma thought. Now this was strange, as Emma states that Rosie has always been a quiet dog. Unlike most dogs of the same breed, Rosie is best described as being mellow. But as shown in the following clip, she was not her usual self.
Is there a ghost?
Very fun episode. Junk.
Is there a ghost?
Yeah.
Yeah?
What is this first?
Where's the ghost? Right there? Where? Where is it? She's staring at her with the dog.
Confused as to what she was barking at, Emma jokingly implies that she's barking at a ghost. Although entertained by this notion, it's what happens next that leaves Emma and her friend completely spooked. Watch.
What the
What the fuck was that?
For just a moment, a mysterious shadow appears on camera
hell no,
before
dude.
disappearing from sight.
Hell no.
As the camera pans around the space, Nothing is seen close by to explain the strange shadow. Aside from its odd appearance, Emma further adds that this cryptic silhouette seemingly reaches out for Rosie. It happens real fast, but if you slow the footage, you'll see what many viewers have noted. Its rapid movement and Rosie's reaction to it have led some to believe that this might have been the spirit of a cat who passed away inside this Airbnb.
Could be.
But regardless of whatever this might have been, Emma was definitely shaken up by the sudden appearance of this mysterious shadow that is yet to be identified.
I couldn't imagine that. Now, if that's the case, if a cat actually passed away in the B&B or the frickin' motel or wherever they're at, then yeah, I mean, I could see it happening. I could see it happening. Cats get old, animals get old, they pass away in their sleep. That's not a problem. That's actually very, very rational thinking. But could it be something else? That's what my question is. And how would they think of it would be a cat? A cat just does a little frickin' bat motion like that. It doesn't do doing that unless it's trying to get like a frickin' little toy that they get, you know, the little things that you dangle in front of them. I wouldn't know what to label it as. So if you guys have any kind of suggestion or anything else for that matter, please put it in the comment section down below. I'm surprised there's no jump scares yet, but these are very, very creepy and they're very, very disturbing. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, dude, could not imagine this. Oh, and on another thing, off topic. So I've told you guys that I live in a haunted house. And I'm always thinking I'm speculating to myself or anything else. No. Ever since I've gotten my dog's done this one freaking thing. In the corner right over here is the front door. On the opposite side of the front, like half wall, where the doorway is from the main entryway to the living room, my dog will sit there, put his hand out for me to shake. He'll just do this and look straight up. There's no bugs, there's no dust, there's no cobwebs, there's no like collection of hair that makes like hair webs or whatever. There's nothing there. And he does it all the time. Or he has to look in the reflection of my cabinet like he's looking at something. And I'm like, dude, what are you looking at? And it's just me and him. There's no one else here. And it terrifies me every single time before I have to go to sleep because he does it. Or he has to whine. I'm like, bro, what are you looking at? You're scaring the crap out of me. So it's just like, yeah, no.
It's around 2:30 in the morning when a man films himself reacting to online videos. The man in this video is known as Zark, and unlike his previous reaction videos, this one captures something that has left him extremely terrified. Now, this isn't the first time Zark was frightened by something in his home. You might recall from previous videos about the strange occurrences that his family encountered in their old apartment.
Yeah, I've seen
from
those
small
videos.
pets that would often turn up dead the next day after being brought home, to clocks on the wall that would mysteriously stop working even though they were just recently replaced. It's safe to say that Zark has had plenty of creepy experiences, but nothing compares to what happened recently in his new home. Just like before, he gets on camera all that's been happening.
I'm just going to say this real quick. This man deserves a frickin' medal. A frickin' medal. He got attacked by a ghost, got knocked down, got chased, has all this stuff getting broken, is scaring his wife and child because of the frickin' paranormal activity, and he's trying to defend it where you can't see it or anything. And it mocks him, and it mocks him, his wife, and his kid. And on top of everything, there's maggots that are coming out of the floor, out of the woodworks, out of nowhere, just out of one spontaneous video. It's not even a joke. You go look it up.
Following are things that have taken place only weeks after moving into his new apartment.
So I hope you can see the clock is stuck. It's most probably a battery fault, but two clocks going at the same time, it's obviously is very suspicious.
There goes another fish.
Bye, bye.
Suffice it to say, things have not changed since moving out. The same odd occurrences that took place in their old apartment are happening here as well. Clocks suddenly stop working, and pets mysteriously start dying. But creepiest of all, the doorbell goes off when no one is at the door. Now, of course, it could be that someone had rang the doorbell as a prank, like Zark mentions.
Could be.
But it's what happens only a few nights later that makes the doorbell incident all the more creepy. It's late at night when Zark captures this.
What was that? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Strangely, the keys to the door start moving on their own.
No.
Initially thinking that a breeze had moved the keys, Zark checks to see if there's a draft, but he finds nothing. The keys seem to have moved by themselves. Feeling pretty spooked, he tries his best to forget about this incident, but fast forward to only a few days later, and things get a whole lot strange. One night, Zark is making a reaction video while filming himself in his living room. It was past midnight, so he didn't expect anyone to disturb him, but little did he know that someone or something would still interrupt his video. Take a look.
Oh, there's the white shadow.
Nope. 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 So either you have really asshole neighbors or you have a legit problem with the paranormal. I mean, either or. But this guy, him and his poor family have gone through enough, man. I really, really hope they get the help they need, man. Not even a joke. Jesus Christ, dude, that scared the shit out of me. I was moving. Something hit that door with such force, man.
As if things couldn't get any more terrifying, this happens. A loud bang is heard at the door, scaring the living daylights out of Zark.
Scared the crap
He
out of me,
backs away
too.
slowly, fearing that something dangerous is at the door. But just like before, nothing is there. Naturally, he was scared beyond belief. In fact, he was so scared that in a follow-up video, Zark couldn't help but express his feelings about everything. Watching the video, you can see how much of an impact these occurrences had on his well-being.
You know, the ghost is not scary. They just f your life up. You see, the worst part of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any events, or of the haunting is not the activity which happens at night or any noise disturbance, or I'm sorry.
Clearly, these occurrences have taken a toll on Zark's mental health. He can't help but think that something from his previous home has followed him into his new apartment. The activity won't stop, and it seems to be getting worse. However, for just a short period, nothing strange had occurred. But then one night, the most disturbing thing was caught on camera. Zark is woken up by someone knocking at the door. Treading carefully towards the door, he captures this.
The video when he has his head in his hands, you can tell this man is literally trying to stay as strong as possible for his family, and it is literally weighing and wearing him down so bad. He has so much weight on his shoulders, trying to keep his family together, trying to keep his family safe. And then you saw the video of him crying. It broke me, man. Like, it didn't break me down to the point where I was crying, but I really, really felt bad for the guy. And I could not imagine what kind of shit this guy has to go through. Excuse my language, YouTube. But I really just couldn't imagine going through this. I go through a very small segment of what he has to go through. I don't get knocks on the doors. I don't get, like, you know, I don't feel threatened in my house. Not yet. But, you know, it's just like, give the guy a break. Really. Turn off your camera. There you go.
Can you please stop it?
It's what if that's what it wants you to do, don't do it. Oh, hell the fuck no. Hell no. Hell no. If it's able to vocalize, if it is able to use actual, you know, however you want to describe it, vocal vibrations where we can actually create sound, and there's no physical body saying, "Daddy, can you let me in?" That is a huge frickin' red flag. You need to get whoever's a specialist in this field and get this thing out of your life. I don't know if you were cursed. I don't know if it was like, okay, now the thing's attached to you, your kid, or your wife, or all three of you. I don't know. I have no idea. But the original story was, let me get more comfortable. The original story was they had a weird babysitter, and as soon as the babysitter left, that the this is context for you guys who don't know this, but they didn't have any paranormal activity. They didn't have any paranormal activity until the babysitter left or passed away or whatnot. So as soon as after the babysitter left, paranormal activity started just going through the roof. That's just how it was. It was going all the way up through the roof. There was no explanation for it. They were getting maggots on the floor. They were getting rotting smells. Stuff was getting thrown around. The dad was getting assaulted by unknown ghosts. You could see actual apparitions in the videos. And it's just like, why? That's smart.
The voice of Zark's child is heard outside his door, but when checking on his son, he's clearly lying in bed. If his child was in his room, then who or what was mimicking his son? Like previous occurrences, Zark is baffled by this incident. He continues to document anything strange that happens in the hopes that someone could help him and his family. But based on recent videos, it seems they have yet to receive proper help. So then, just what exactly is happening here? To this day, Zark has no definitive answer to this question. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com. That being said, let's get back to the video.
Well, it's very obvious what it is. It's either poltergeist activity or it's a demon. There's no other, unless they have some kind of if you're looking at like Indian folklore, there's some kind of creature that can actually mimic human behavior and human voices and stuff, and you know, it can be like invisible and stuff if you're going to go down that rabbit hole. But paranormal wise, it has to be a very bad case of poltergeist or a demonic entity that's trying to get a hold of your kid or whatever. That's just my opinion. You guys let me know in the comment sections down below what kind of conspiracy theory you have, and I'll be more than willing to freaking read them because I want to hear back from you guys.
On August 16 of 2019, at approximately 11 p.m., an employee named Rachel Mogg was looking over at security footage from inside a nightclub when something very strange caught her attention. The club had already closed, and Rachel was sure that no one was left inside. but the footage recorded by the club's security cameras appears to show otherwise. According to Rachel, the video recording shows someone who still hasn't left, but that someone doesn't look to be a full-grown adult, but rather a small child. Even stranger is that whoever this child is, they have a very distinct appearance. The video recording seen by Rachel and other employees of this nightclub is unusual, to say the least.
Where are you seeing
This
that, though?
is what was caught.
Oh, right there. Yep.
Oh my god. That shit me up. Oh my god.
That's a hell of a find.
I'm so scared.
That really is.
That's crazy.
Hell of a find.
Oh my
Hell
god.
of a find.
What is it?
Looks like a little toddler.
It actually looks like it's walking, doesn't it?
As heard on camera, Rachel's friends, including herself, were left baffled by this footage. Around the tables, a small, translucent figure can be seen approaching the dance floor before turning around and walking back to where it came from. It kinda seems to hesitate for a second, as if feeling unsure about stepping on the dance floor. Whatever this might have been, Rachel is sure that something supernatural was caught on camera, but whether ghost or not, the verdict is yours to make. Just what exactly had appeared inside this nightclub?
That's crazy, dude. I mean, you could sit there and say it's fake, but I'm like, okay, yeah, you have the dance floor, you have a whole bunch of those little, you know, whatever kind of lights they are, freaking RDB lights or freaking party lights or disco lights or whatever you want to call them. They're all in one centralized area. You have this one little white translucent figure running to and from the freaking dance floor, and yet somehow there's going to be people saying that it's not going to be a legit thing. I don't know how to debunk that. I really don't. It's a cool video, and it's also a depressing video because it could be a small child and it's deceased, and the child doesn't know where it's at, but it wants to have fun. So it's kind of a bummer at watching kind of videos like these.
This last video was submitted to me by Zach Attack, who says that he found the video on Facebook. The person in the video apparently had a life-threatening surgery that not many patients survive from. Fortunately for this person, the procedure worked out well. Now in the video, they had just woken up after the surgery, but strangely, they were overcome with a sense of dread. Something about the room they were in just didn't feel right. They further add that a faint buzzing sound was coming from somewhere in the room. So, as an attempt to record the sound, they captured this.
I'm sorry, let's look at that again. Yeah, no. We're not going to be playing these games.
As the patient pans the camera, a dark figure passes right in front of him. This mysterious silhouette appears right beside them before running out of frame. They didn't see the passing figure until much later after watching the video. Now those who've seen the clip believe that a patient's ghost was caught on camera. Others, however, believe that something ominous was captured, as the patient claims they were overcome with a sense of dread. But, ghost or not, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. Had something ghostly been caught on camera? Or was something else captured? Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed. Also, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe and make sure to hit the bell icon so you don't miss any uploads in the future. That being said, until next time.
Alright, that's going to be my reaction and commentary on this video. I did find a lot of this stuff very fascinating, especially the guy doing the urban exploring with the glowing eyes. The last video we just saw could have been a patient's ghost. Absolutely. It's like, oh crap, he's going to see me with a phone. Or it could have been death, just waiting there, just to see if the guy was going to, or the person was going to live or die, or was ready to go. Could have been either or. Could have been an edit, maybe, who knows. But that kind of stuff, it's chilling to think about. You had a life-altering surgery, life-saving surgery, and you could have been like terminally ill, and you just did the life-saving surgery, and all of a sudden, boom, you're saved. And then death's going, okay, I guess you're going to live another day, and then he just left. Could be that. You know, I'm trying to simplify things here, but like I said, I found a lot of these videos interesting. None of them were like really terrifying, but they were very chilling to say the least. And I'm not gonna lie, they were really chilling. I had goosebumps on some of them, and some of them I was like, I'm glad they had common sense to do that. And I really enjoy these videos. So if you guys enjoy my reaction, my commentary, my feedback on this, if you guys have some similar situations of the paranormal or the unexplainable, please leave a comment section down below, because I'd love to hear from you guys. And as always, I'm Mystic from Mystical Tomes, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take it easy.